Hello everyone, Invader ZA here, and I am bringing you a brief introduction and review of Hearts of Iron 4. Um, so this is a game that actually came out about 2 weeks ago. I'm running a little later on this review, but it's one of those games that I feel like you have to put some hours in before you really get your opinion of. Um, Now, from the get-go, I really enjoyed this game. So we're going to go ahead and jump into one of my save games. I have a few, if you can't tell. Uh, yeah. Anyway, I need to get rid of some of those thinking about it. But anyway, I'm going to jump into this Germany game that I've got going on. And so, this is obviously a game about World War II. It is a grand strategy game by Paradox Development Studios, and they, in my opinion, hit a home run with this one. This is obviously by the name, the fourth one in the series, and they've, it's been probably about 7 years since their last. I mean, they've done a few expansions, but they haven't really done a new Hearts of Iron in 7 years, and they've spent a lot of time learning from their other games and improving on and simplifying the game to where it's more user friendly, but still keeping it complicated enough to where somebody coming in would be very interested in playing. Um, Now, having said that, it is fairly new, just released, so it is still a work in progress, as it were. The AI is not the best, especially when you are teamed up with the AI against the AI. The AI that's on your team tends to make a few mistakes, but AI. If AI were perfect, it would take over the world. Uh, also, they're the only thing that I will say that is it's both bad and good. It is exceptionally easy to sway the United States to either fascist or communist, especially if you start out in 1936 influencing them. And the Allies are really hurt if they do not have the United States on their side by 1941. Um, Having said that, you can do historical game mode, and where the AI tends to do things fairly closely to. I mean, there is still just a hair bit of randomness to it, but it is fairly historical. And and then there's the option to go non-historical and random stuff happens. Like for example, I was able to take over Poland, Estonia, Latvia, and I forget what the other one is called. You'll have to forgive me because it's not on my map anymore. But I can look in Manage Occupied Territories, and we can find that out real quick. Latvia, Estonia, and Lithuania. Those three places teamed up into their own faction and got their butts kicked. And I was able to take them over and didn't start World War II, which in history, as you all know, or if you didn't know, I'm telling you, when Germany invaded Poland, that was the last straw. So I was able to invade Poland and didn't have a last straw, and it was only when I invaded Yugoslavia that it became the last straw. And yeah, obviously that's not history. So, anyways, now like I said, this is a very well done game. The battle plans are simplified as if they were as opposed to what they were in Hearts of Iron 3, but they are still convoluted enough to where or complicated enough to where to keep it interesting, and if you go without battle plans, you are going to hurt yourself in the long run. Uh, so aside from all of that, what I would really like to say about this game is that if you, this is almost nothing like their other grand strategy games. The one that just came out a month ago, Stellaris, was a grand strategy game in space, very science fictiony, and it is very worth playing on its own right. This one is a historical grand strategy game that is very much worth playing, and I've already put in over 60 hours into playing this game, and I've gone through several campaigns, done several things, and it's all very much enjoyable. It's an enjoyable experience. And the same thing for EU4. It is completely different, and as it should be. Same thing for Crusader Kings. They are all separate entities and should be taken that way. The AI works very well. I mean, there are a few improvements that need to be made, but it still is enough to keep it challenging, even on the regular setting. And then I have yet to do veteran because why punish yourself until you get really good at the game, in my own estimation. So anyways, that is my review of the game. I highly recommend it if you have not picked it up and you enjoy grand strategy and you enjoy World War II and alternate theories on it. Then it is highly worth getting. And aside from that, you all have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful time playing this game and all Paradox games, and I hope to see you in the near future. Have a good one.